Hi, my name is Azara Crimson, and this is a story about something unnatural and out of the ordinary that happened to me and my friends. This all began when I had first fallen asleep. I started to dream of a cave painting that I had never seen before. The painting I saw showed these small human figures fighting something like a dark blue dragon that seemed to be from fairy tales. In the fiction section of libraries, the painting came alive and the dragon was chained down. It struggled and the humans surrounding it yelled out orders and screams of fear. The dragon roared and a blue ball of flame formed as it roared. It was as if it came from beneath its scales, and when it completely formed, the flame flew miles away in just seconds. The dragon finally fell to the ground and struggled no more. It cried a single tear as it closed its eyes, awaiting its fate. A man with red eyes wearing a worn-out cloak walked to the creature's head, grinned, and began to laugh. Two men in armor, dull and gray, came and ended the life of the beast by severing its head off slowly. I suddenly awoke from my slumber, sweating, and heard people speaking loudly to each other from outside my bedroom door. I slowly get up and out of bed. I clean my sweat and slowly and quietly open the door to the hall. I see many people wearing camo clothing, military styled. On the back and side shoulder was written EODMB. I walked through the hallway, passing the soldiers, thinking, what's going on? And what does EODMB mean? I see my dad at the kitchen table speaking to some other people of the same clothing, except they were wearing badges that looked strange and crystal-like. The conversation between them ends and they walked away towards others by my fridge in the corner of the room, but they were watching the floor closely in that area, pointing their guns to the ground as if getting ready for something to happen. I walked to my dad and asked, "Papá, ¿qué está pasando?" He looks at me and says, "Está bien, mija. Todo va a estar bien. Confía en mí." He walks toward a crate near the door to the garage and takes out a rifle. I followed him and heard one of the soldiers whisper, "I hope we kill that beast before it kills any of us, Sergeant." The sergeant replied, "I doubt that we'll be able to kill that thing quickly, Private Malkinson." My blood runs cold and I freeze up. I start to panic. Afterwards, I see my two brothers holding guns as well. I think to myself, I hope I stop my papa from doing this. These strangers can do whatever they're here for themselves. Besides, we are just civilians. I grab my father's arm to stop him and get his attention. I ask, "Papá, ¿por qué no dejas quien ellos sean se encarguen de lo que están haciendo?" He looks at me and says, "Porque no quiero que se lleven todo el crédito por descubrir dónde estaba esta bestia que han estado buscando después que la dejaron salir." I feel saddened and disappointed for my father's reasoning in doing this. "Papá, por favor, no quiero verte morir ante una bestia que dejaron salir por accidente." I reply in hope of convincing him to not do whatever he was going to do. "Nadie dijo que tenías que mirar, mija." His tone was full of bitter anger and hatred. I hold my tears back, run to my bedroom, slammed the door shut, and locked it.